What's going on, guys? Welcome back to 100% Chelsea and welcome to your match day preview with me and Scott as usual. We've done a few more twitches to it. Don't worry, we've got some plans in mind for this. It's going to be very, very interesting. But it is the night before the game. Obviously, this is coming. We're filming this in the evening because we made the mistake of filming it on a match day and basically nearly being late for the game last week. So we're not going to do that again. But look, obviously we're heading up early tomorrow, getting the 8 o'clock train up there.
Yep. Fun.
Yeah, very fun. Up at 6 o'clock. Yeah, it's your fault for crashing the car, just saying.
Because you not got a late train?
No.
That's fair.
No. But yeah, so, Manchester City versus Chelsea. Big game. Big game.
Even bigger now after the results today.
Yes, and should we read out those results now?
Well, I think there's only really one result we need to focus on.
Manchester United.
Yep.
Being Fulham 2-0 when I checked. Was it 3?
3-0 in the end, yeah.
Brilliant.
And that means they are 1 point ahead of us and they've got a bit of goal for difference. So that means we need to win. We have to win.
Yeah, that's a good start. It's a joke. I mean,
what makes it worse is Arsenal won as well. So I haven't checked how far below they are.
So I mean, if you look at the table, Fulham 0, Man United 3. The scores, sorry. Palace 1, West Ham 1, Huddersfield 1, Arsenal 2, Liverpool 3, Bournemouth 0, Southampton 1, Cardiff 2, Watford 1, Everton 0, Brighton 1, Burnley 3. And currently, as it stands,
oh Christ, Arsenal level 1 point.
No, what do you mean Manchester United have a better goal difference?
They did when I looked. They might have a better goals scored or something. They definitely had more better than us.
But we've got 22 and they've only got 17.
Yeah, I thought they had better than us.
Okay, so if we get a point, we go back to 4th.
I think when I was looking earlier, I must have read the wrong stat. I must have read either goal scored or goals
Still,
against.
we're on the same amount of points as Arsenal.
Yeah.
That's a good start. I mean, that is something that worries me. But, look, this game against City, for me, I've already written it off.
Yeah.
Irrespective of what the previous result was, there's no point in even...
No, I don't think I think some people say lucky. I don't think necessarily we were lucky. I think on the day, it's one of the, I'm going to say rare occasions this year where Sarri got everything, like his tactics, his team selection, absolutely spot on. Every single bit of the game spot on. There was a little bit of luck in terms of we had to use like Kepa. We had to rely on Kepa a bit with his saves.
Call him Keith. Stop calling him Kepa. Call him Keith. We question him Keith. We're going to call him fucking Keith. Okay. Keith. As in the most Brexit name you can think of. Keith. Or Neil.
Steve.
Steve's not very Brexit though, because Steve's Australian. Technically.
Nigel.
It's my mate. Nigel. Just because of Farage. He don't look like a frog though. Keith looks more like a rat. What was the name of the rat in Flushed Away?
Rodney.
It's called, yeah, that's it. We'll call him Rodney. That's his name now. It's not Keith. It's Rodney. He looks like the main rat in Flushed Away.
But yeah, we had to rely on him a little bit.
On Rodney.
But apart from that, we played a perfect game in terms of we caught them on the counter attack. We pressed them when we needed to press them, and yeah, we scored our goals at good times.
Well, we played to what Chelsea's strengths are, rather than trying to incorporate a system.
But I feel this game's going to be a bit different. More than anything, because I feel that the Bournemouth game showed that our defence is still shaky.
100%. Well, definitely, because we lost 4-0.
Yeah. And I don't know is Rudiger back yet? Is he going to be back? Is he not going to be back?
So let's get the press conference up. Also, while you're watching this, if you want to see more news on the press conference, obviously make sure you watch Lawrence's preview. Excuse me, I did a burp. I'm drinking strong by Dark Fruit. I don't know why Scott's not drinking. He refuses.
My Dark Fruit.
Yeah, I know, but you refuse to drink. I have other drinks in this house, Scott.
Okay.
I'm not an alcoholic yet.
Yeah.
I will be at some point because this dissertation is going to kill me. But look, I think Rudiger's back fit. I think.
I hope.
As you can tell, this is all very off the cuff. This is why we enjoy doing it.
Also, another reason, I found some stats why I don't think that we're going to do the same as last time is because of City's record at home. So, I found out that they've won 13 of 14 previous games at home.
What was the one they lost?
Was it the Palace game?
It was the Palace game.
Yeah, the Palace game. They had the best home record this season out of any team, with 36 points from a possible 39.
Hooray.
And on average, they're scoring 3.3 goals a game when at home. So yeah. And also, another stat, Aguero has, I believe, 12 goals in 17 against us. So, yeah, it's 12 goals in 17.
Wow. Potentially tomorrow we could equal our Premier League record of failing to score in 3 consecutive away fixtures, which was set in December 1992 to January 93, and it was matched in April 2002. They could lose 4 successive away matches in all competitions for the first time since the run of 5 in a row from January to March last year. Their most recent away goal was in N'Golo Kante's 51st minute winner at Crystal Palace on the 30th of December, 309 minutes ago. Chelsea are winless in 6 Premier League away fixtures against established top 6 rivals, losing each of their last 4.
And we touched on that last point before.
And Gonzalo Higuain has scored 38 in 37 appearances under Maurizio Sarri. So only the one good positive point from the BBC. Thanks for your balanced views, guys. It's not like we pay our taxes for you to do that. I mean, I don't pay taxes yet because I don't have enough money. But I mean, but it's kind of a case of.
To be fair, they've done it a little bit for City as well.
Have they? They've dropped 16 points this season, 2 more than the whole of 2017-18. That means fuck all, because they're still there at the top of the table with Liverpool.
Yes.
It doesn't matter.
But yes, I'm not expecting too much from the game. I think Mark Lawrence's been quite nice to us there.
Yeah, but Mark Lawrence is shit with predictions.
Yeah, that's fair. But yeah, I'm not too confident. I'm not bothered's the wrong word. I'm not overly. There's no way best way to say this. I'm not overly worried. This is the word I'll use about the result tomorrow. In terms of if we win, we win. That's good.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing I don't particularly want is a draw because I don't think that helps anyone. Like obviously we'll move back up to 4th, but still we'll then still be level on points with United. And if you look at how they're going at the minute, they look like they score goals for fun.
Hooray.
We'll only be 1 point ahead of Arsenal, which is not the best place to be. I know their defence is poor, but they're still getting results. So I don't think a draw particularly helps, apart from the table standings. And then a loss is what's expected. So yeah, I'm not too, as I said, not too worried about the game tomorrow in terms of that. I think it's just one of those games where we can just go out with no expectations.
I agree, and this is the reality of it. I don't have any expectations of tomorrow's game. But if we do get absolutely battered and we don't put our good foot forward,
that's the only thing that'll annoy me.
That's the only expectation. That's when you kind of sit there and go, "What the fuck's going on here?"
If we don't even, if it's a similar performance to Tottenham or to Bournemouth
or to Arsenal,
I didn't watch the Arsenal game, so I know I did. Yes, I did. I watched the highlights.
90 minutes is worse than the highlights.
Oh, okay. If it's anything like those performances, that's when it's going to be irritating. When it's just going to be
irritating, or you want to fucking punch him in the head.
But yeah,
that's usually what I say. I mean, touching on his press conference, he said that Chelsea are no longer title contenders after Pep Guardiola decided to say that we were, which made no sense whatsoever.
To be fair, he said that about all the top 5, I think, hasn't he?
But it doesn't make any sense. Like, why would you even say all the top 5 are title contenders when realistically you know they're not? It just felt like a really smug swipe. But because it's Pep Guardiola, everyone's like going, "Oh no, Pep, you're so good! Oh, Pep, let me lick your arsehole even more!" That's how it comes across to me, personally. Anyway, I'm not saying he's not a bad manager, but I do think people do kiss his ass a little bit too much.
From my point of view, I think it's more that's being used as his own for his own players.
Yeah.
So I see that as more what his own players in terms of, yes, we won it last season, but because I think he did a similar thing last season, but keep your heads, don't get too hyped up. We're up there. It's only us and Liverpool. You kind of get a false sort of swagger about you, and it can end up costing you. I feel like. So I feel like that's mainly probably what it was for, more than anything.
I mean, I agree. I mean, again, touching on Pep and licking arseholes, Sarri's not licking his arsehole. He's saying he had dinner with him. It's like Mourinho and Fergie.
He says he has a good relationship. Has he ever spoken to him before apart from the game?
We have a good relationship. In the summer we had dinner together.
I mean,
What do you mean? I don't know. I'm not a secretary. How the fuck am I supposed to know what his conversations are?
If he's got that such good rapport with people, then fair play.
Fair play. I mean, I definitely don't have good rapport with people. I can think of several people who want to kill me. Likes and dislikes and all that. Excuse me. Sorry. Moving on. But I mean, looking at it, he's saying, "Do you think we can beat City?" I think that we were lucky because we scored in a very difficult moment of the match. What can you do to beat City? I think that we were lucky because we scored in a very difficult moment of the match. Maybe we deserved to win in the second half, but we were lucky in the first as we scored in a difficult moment with his glasses halfway down his nose or his forehead. In the match, we defended really well as we had only 3 goal scoring opportunities, no more. It's easy to go against City. It's not easy against City to give them 3 or 4 opportunities, and they scored 43 in 15 matches.
One of the stats I looked at the stats of the game. Mm-hmm. We had more shots than they did.
What we had 5,
they had 4.
But I only remember 3 proper, opportunities.
Yes, but
don't be a stat merchant. Don't be a twat.
No, what I'm saying is that in terms of what I don't get from this is that he's saying that we were lucky in terms of we didn't have much opportunities, but neither did they. So I'm a little bit confused in that regard.
They had plenty of opportunities from what I remember. I remember them being all over us for the first half.
I remember Sane had a chance. Kepa made a good save. I remember Sterling had a good chance. I can't remember if that was a block or a save.
It was one strike across the front of goal. That was the one where Sane put it across and he put it wide, I think. But I still remember Dave looking. I was really worried about Dave in the first half, but then obviously he saw it out. But Sane, Sterling, whoever was in that side in his back pocket and was absolutely superb.
That's the biggest worry for me. I said this a few days ago. The wing backs and in particular the left side, whoever we play, is worrying because they've got a plethora of options to choose from, and all of them have got something different about them. So you've got, if they play Mahrez, he hasn't played all that much.
Sane, Bernardo Silva, Sterling. Yeah. Who else?
Those were the 4 I was thinking of, and if you look at it, you've got Mahrez, who's the more skillful of the 4.
Yeah,
he can have Alonso have him a Messi versus Boateng moment. I can genuinely see that happening.
Or Alonso versus Messi moment.
I don't remember that one. I just remember the Boateng one where he fell flat on his face.
I know, I remember that moment very well.
But yeah, you can have that moment. You've got Bernardo Silva, who's more of the pass it around him, play the quick 1-2s to get him behind, and I worry that Alonso's not going to be switched on. You've got Sane, who can just blitz him with pace, who basically would do what Diakabe did against Huddersfield, just with a lot more effect.
Yeah.
And you've got Sterling, who's kind of a mixture of the 3 when he's on his day. So
which I think they all will be. They're going to be dying for blood this game, City. I mean, again, Sarri touches on it. He's worried about inconsistency, saying that in the last match we reacted really, really well. I was really happy with the result and the performance, but now we need consistency. So I hope our version on Sunday will be the best. And I think that's just pretty much it. That was the last thing he said in the press conference. But I mean, to be honest, I think he's in the same boat as the rest of us by the sound of things. He sounds like he's going, look, we just got to put our best foot forward. I mean, I go into every single game with a sense of dread and a sense of we just got to do our best and see what happens. And I think we're going to lose. I think we are going to get battered. I think Pitt City are a far better side than us, far superior. Chelsea have got to turn up, and I'm slightly worried we won't. But to be honest, this is the beginning of a very difficult run. February itself. I mean, even when I was just looking at it from a work perspective, when you're looking at what we have to do. Obviously, I'm not comparing it to footballers, but I'm saying just looking at the matches that we have, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, I made the point before, went on camera, saying that by the end of March, if we look that far ahead, if you look at the games we've got, the 7 that I can remember, while Louis gets them up, so we've got City at the weekend, we got Tottenham, we've got Fulham.
You got City.
I'm just looking at the league. That's because I'm focusing on the league for now.
You can't just include the league. If you go look at,
I know. I mean in terms of looking at where we could be purely in the league by the end of March.
Yeah, purely in the league. But if you look by the end of February, we could quite easily be out of 4 competitions. Not saying that we shouldn't lose them out. We shouldn't. But
and the FA Cup tie, it's the FA Cup. Anything can happen. Same with the other cup. Yes, it's against United and City, both who are doing really well, but there is always that chance.
March looks like a far easier month on paper, but still.
But if you think we got Wolves, look what they did when we went there. They're
Well,
very.
we didn't
well,
see.
No.
We saw the highlights of that one. We were stuck in a car.
We saw the first goal.
We did see the first goal. We did, but
And
that was on a
nothing
laptop, and then the phones died and everything.
But yeah, Wolves, we don't know what's going to happen. Everton are in a bad run at the minute. There's no doubt about it. So that could be a game where we pick up points. And then Cardiff are an odd one. They could have a game like we did against Bournemouth. They could not turn up. It all depends. But for me, personally, I don't know everyone else, I can see us getting maybe 7 points by the end of March. Unfortunately, I can see those around us picking up maybe more.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at, let's just look at Arsenal's fixtures, because people will take the piss out of Arsenal, but they are still, doing quite well. Southampton at home, obviously they lost them away. Bournemouth at home, Spurs away, United at home.
That March, to be fair,
Wolves
is
away.
looking harder than ours. The March would be key.
But our February looks impossible in my opinion. You've got City. Let's get up again. You've got City, followed by obviously Malmo. Then you've got United in the cup. Then you've got Malmo again.
Well, let's just put it
City
this way:
in
17 days, we have 6 fixtures. Yeah, 6 fixtures. Yeah. 3 of which are against the top 4, current top 4.
And based on a
4 of which, I do apologise, are against the current top 4.
Yeah. Based on our current statistics against the top 4, it's really not looking good.
No. So, I worry.
I mean, if anyone who isn't worried, I think everyone is, but there's some people that I worry that, as you can say, it takes time. But unfortunately, this is again a point that me and Scott were talking about. Chelsea, by the end of this month, and we're not saying Sarri be sacked, because that would be stupid. And we don't.
There is always a chance, but there is a chance.
We're not just here for clicks, and we're not just here to say something controversial just so people go and watch our channel. Yeah. We actually want to talk about football, and realistically, you look at chances are we'll lose tomorrow. Let's be real. I mean, that's my opinion anyway. Obviously, I have that little bit of hope. Where obviously, I hope we perform well. We could be knocked out of the cup against Man United. They're on a really good run of form. Malmo is a game which we really should be winning, but
the problem is those will be the games where we need to rotate, and then you've got to ask, can the rotation players do it? I think they can, but there's always that slight bit of doubt.
And the lack of playing time they've had could be a hindrance there. Yeah, no, I agree. So you got that. City always talks about Spurs at home again. They're going to be banging for blood.
And by that time, from what we saw from Arsenal will have played. They'll have played Southampton, so they could already be ahead of us.
Yep.
And they will be playing Bournemouth, so they could theoretically be 6 points ahead of us by that game. And that's what we're talking about Man United.
Yeah, exactly. And then this is where, again, people will raise the questions, which I disagree with, but I think it's a case of, look, if Chelsea really want to have stability and to create something, they're going to need to give someone time, they're going to need to give them funds. And some people don't agree that Sarri's the guy. I think he's the guy to start the process. I don't think he's the guy to see it out. I think, when I say that, again, give him time to implement a certain style of football, utilise certain players, build a squad, and then from there, obviously, he only has a 3-year deal, see where we are. And if we're too far adrift after maybe 2 years, I think this season really. I think for me, the way I look at this season, forget last season, forget improvements, blah blah blah, because we're changing something completely. We're going from pragmatism to optimism in terms of the style of football. The starting block is going to be where we finish this year with Sarri. If it was me in the hot seat, and I'd sit there and go, right, give this guy time. We need something to develop. From there, you then see where you need to improve and how to do it. And then next season, if the results are the same or they're going poor or whatever, and there's no growth, you're not getting money for your investment, then that's when you'd really think about it. I understand why some people may think Sarri's not the right guy. At the same time, I feel that there is room for development there. There is room for progress, and obviously Lewis has done a fantastic video on why Sarri's the right manager for Chelsea at the moment. But it's kind of a case of, look, I suggest going fearing the worst. If I was in that dressing room, going fearing the worst, but do your best to prove that can't happen.
Yeah. I'd go out having no fear because, as I said, not expecting anything from the game. Just go to play your game. Just go out there and play play like a youth player does when they get their chance. In terms of just give no fucks.
Fuck the media.
Yeah. Don't worry about anything. Just go out there and play your game.
Don't worry
play
about
how
us. We won't be dicks.
You know you can play, because at the end of the day, if you put 100% effort in and you've shown that, then fans will appreciate that.
Well, this is it.
The majority, or I say, there'll be the odd fan that'll be like, oh, they'll be probably pissed that we didn't win the game or whatever.
I'll be pissed if we done better in the performance.
But yeah,
I'm not saying
if you don't put the effort, but I'm saying, but there might be some fans, even if the effort's in there, they'll be a bit pissed that we get a poor result or anything. But the majority of fans will say, we haven't won, but this player put in 100% effort, and he can be proud to walk off that pitch.
Which will be in Gala Kante. There's always
Obviously, but that's guaranteed, pretty much.
But next thing to talk about then, obviously now we've spoken about that, predicted lineup. Who are you going for? Who's in your team? Obviously it's going to be the same as most weeks, but still interesting to think and hear what you think.
I think it'll be the same as Bournemouth. Granted, this is depending on if Rudiger's fit or not.
Nothing said about Rudiger.
No. However, the only change I can see is Barkley for Kovacic. But I feel the rest of the team is going to be the same.
Oh, I love this cheek.
So do I, but I feel like after his performance against Huddersfield...
But he was still Loftus-Cheek in that game against City was the reason that we did so well. Because when everyone else was sitting, he'd get the ball and he'd drive forward. And he was the reason that there'd be link up, that they'd be moving. Also, now we have a fucking centre forward who can actually score goals. Oh, come on, mate. This is it. For me personally, Rodney in goal. Sorry, Rodney Keith, David Luiz, Rudiger if he's fit. If he's not fit, it'll be Christensen. Again, obviously, I kept my head after the Huddersfield game because Christensen is still Christensen. Whether he could perform in this game, who knows? We'll see. Left back, I pick Emerson personally, just to have that movement. If you don't pick Emerson, you pick Marcos Alonso. You tell him not to go forward and you tell him to stay back because you need to be sitting deep in this game.
It's not even that; it's the fact you can see he hasn't got the legs, and if any one of the four I mentioned earlier gets a bit of space. Just no.
Exactly.
You might as well give up.
It'll be Jorginho, Kante. I'd pick Loftus-Cheek, and my front three would be.
Oh, don't get me wrong. I'd pick Loftus-Cheek, but I can see after the performance of Huddersfield him picking Barkley.
Yeah. And I'll go front three of Hudson-Odoi, just because for that no fear thing, just literally pick him. Why not? This obviously it's my choice. He's probably going to pick someone like Pedro. I understand why. I think Pedro's a good option. Higuain, Hazard. That'll be my front three.
I think he's going to pick Pedro over Willian because I feel like Pedro's got a better ability at taking people on.
I agree. I think Pedro's going to be a. I think he'd be the better option. Willian,
and particularly with their problems like against Newcastle, where they struggled in the second half to get when people took them on. That's why I can maybe see.
Who's going to be playing left back for him? Because I know it's not going to be Mendy.
Laporte.
It'll be Laporte.
And then if they go
Fabian Delph maybe.
If they had what they had against Newcastle, I believe this is what it is. I think it was Fernandinho at centre back with Stones and then Laporte at left back, which I can see them having again depending on results. Depending on injuries.
Okay, all right. Score prediction.
3-0 to them. No, actually 3-1. I'll be optimistic. Higuain to score.
I'm going to be even more optimistic and go 2-1 then. just we'll concede one less goal. But this will obviously, if we turn up, then it could be a completely different game. But we don't know. We're just football fans. But other than that, look, listen. Thank you for watching this matchday preview. Obviously, if you enjoy it. Like, if you didn't enjoy it, dislike, but tell us why in the comments. That's the big thing, because we want to improve. And also, like I said, we're going through a bit of a rebrand, so if it's not good and you don't enjoy it, let us know why. Comments and likes, obviously, they're a massive part of channels, and it really helps us gauge if you enjoy our content. Obviously, leave your comments in the comment section below. Let us know your thoughts on the game, score predictions, lineups, whatever you fancy. Put Scott looks like a crackhead in the comment section if you want.
Usual.
That way we know the comment section's being used. But yeah, other than that, listen, thank you for watching the video. Make sure to subscribe to Managerial Chelsea. Also, links down in the description: Facebook, Snapchat, Twitter, and Instagram. And we'll see you after the game. Take care.